Did you know that there are hidden, dark origins behind the power of manifestation? Secrets that trace back to the enigmatic world of the occult? Have you ever pondered the power of your thoughts and their ability to shape your reality? Throughout the tapestry of human history, a common thread has sewn an idea that has transcended cultures, ages, and civilizations. This concept, known by many names such as manifestation, mental transmutation, and cosmic ordering, is the belief that the power of human thought can alter physical reality. From the ancient mystics of Babylon, to the Gnostics and the philosophers of the Greek Renaissance, to the pharaohs of ancient Egypt and the Kabbalistic scholars in the Mediterranean, the spiritual gurus of the East and the New Age movement all have adopted, explored, and practiced the concept of manifestation and passed it down in its various forms through generations. A testament to the enduring belief in the power of the human mind to mold the world around us. Manifestation is the act of taking a thought, a dream, or a desire, and through sheer will and belief, making it a reality. It's the alchemical process of imbuing thought with intention, action, and emotion to create reality. This idea, while seemingly modern, has roots that extend far back into antiquity. Its origins can be traced back to the cradle of civilization, ancient Babylon, where the seeds of this profound concept were first sown. In the bustling streets of this ancient city of Babylon, amidst the towering ziggurats and vibrant markets, three enigmatic figures emerged. They were the three magicians, or magi, the pioneers of the art of harnessing the power of thought. Their teachings, said to be the basis of esoteric arts, were passed down through generations and laid the groundwork for what we know today as the practice of manifesting. And thus, our voyage through time and across continents begins, exploring the occult and magical origins of manifestation. As we delve into the teachings of the three magicians, the early Gnostics, and traverse the powerful wisdom of the pharaohs to ancient Greeks during the Hermetic Renaissance, we will explore the enduring influence of the Kabbalistic tradition on the practice till we arrive at today's definition and transformation of manifestation in our world. Let's begin our quest to unravel the power of human thought, mind over matter. In what once was the cradle of civilization, three figures, known as the three magi, had become prominent in Babylon due to the esoteric and mystical teachings they had secretly acquired from supernatural beings. They had agreed to become initiates and learn this knowledge that also possessed within it the potential to do great harm. The first of these magicians was Alaric, a master of the mind. Alaric held a belief that our thoughts possess an inherent power, capable of shaping the world around us. He taught that by focusing thoughts and desires, individuals could bend reality to their will. This was a revolutionary concept. The idea that our minds alone could possess such power was extraordinary. Seraphina, the second magician, delved into the realms of symbolism and ritual. She believed that the universe communicated through signs and symbols, and by interpreting these, one could unlock hidden knowledge and influence real-life events. Symbols were a universal language, a code to decipher the messages from the cosmos. The third magician, Baylor, was a master of energy manipulation. He explored the idea that everything in the universe was interconnected, and through the channeling of energy, one could manifest their desires into physical reality. He believed the world contained an energetic web that bound all things together, and through this web, we could shape our world, as long as the laws that governed this energetic web were obeyed in the process. Together, these three magicians shared their knowledge with a select few, laying the foundation for Babylon's mystical schools. Their teachings, which included the first recorded wisdom on manifestation, were passed down through the ages, a legacy that continues to shape the world today. Though once vibrant and widespread, the teachings disappeared underground, becoming the private practices of small groups. For millennia, the secrets of Babylon were hidden, preserved by those who understood their power and significance. Yet, as with all secrets, they could not remain hidden forever. The wisdom of the three magicians of Babylon soon resurfaced, sparking a renaissance of ancient knowledge that would once again change the world. Gnosticism was a mystical movement that emerged in the first few centuries AD, centered on secret knowledge about transcending the material world. Gnostic teachings combined Platonic philosophy with Jewish and Christian motifs. Gnostic texts from the Nag Hammadi library, like the Gospel of Thomas and the Apocryphon of John, spoke of illuminating inner knowledge and the idea that the physical realm is an illusion created by a false god. These concepts resonated with later esoteric approaches to manifestation. Hermetic and occult thinkers blended Gnostic notions of transcending perceived limits with practices aimed at actively molding reality through focused spiritual work. Core Gnostic concepts like embracing hidden knowledge and seeking inner divine wisdom permeated manifestation frameworks, presenting physical reality as mutable through accessing higher consciousness. Gnosticism provided a metaphysical basis for using spiritual insights to shape circumstances. During the Pharaonic period, roughly from 3150 BCE to 30 BCE, the concept of manifestation was intertwined with the symbolism of the Eye of Horus, reflecting spiritual enlightenment and the power of the mind. A synonymous symbol with ancient Egypt, the hieroglyph of the Eye of Horus, is a pictorial representation of the shape of the pineal gland, representing the all-seeing eye, signifying heightened consciousness. Manifestation was practiced through rituals and meditative techniques aimed at aligning one's intentions with the divine order. The symbolism of the pineal gland in ancient Egyptian beliefs related to the third eye, an inner vision that allowed an individual to perceive the hidden truths of the universe. By harnessing the power of thoughts, ancient Egyptians believed they could shape their reality and connect with the divine, making them all-powerful and almost supernatural. Millennia passed until these teachings found their way to the ancient Greeks. It was during the 1st century AD that a figure known as Hermes Trismegistus compiled these teachings into a collection of texts called the Corpus Hermeticum. This compilation sparked what we now refer to as the Hermetic Renaissance. The Hermetic Renaissance was a period of intellectual and spiritual awakening. The Corpus Hermeticum, with its profound wisdom and cryptic teachings, was like a beacon of light in an age of darkness. Philosophers, scholars, and alchemists of the time found themselves captivated by the teachings of the Corpus Hermeticum, particularly the concept of mental transmutation. Mental transmutation is the idea that one could transform energy into outcomes through visualization and incantations. In other words, it's the belief that by using the power of the mind, one could manifest their desires into physical reality. This was a revolutionary concept at the time, and it resonated deeply with the scholars of the Renaissance. The impact of the Corpus Hermeticum and the Hermetic Renaissance on Western occultism cannot be overstated. This was a period of profound exploration and experimentation in the world of the occult. The Hermetic Renaissance represented a flowering of interest in occult sciences, divination, alchemy, astrology, and ritual magic drawing from these newly uncovered Hermetic writings. However, condemnation of Hermeticism and mysticism by Protestant reformers brought this era to an end by around the early 17th century. But it left an enduring influence and laid the foundations for subsequent esoteric movements like Rosicrucianism. The Hermetic Renaissance not only reshaped the landscape of Western occultism, but also laid the groundwork for the development of modern-day manifestation practices. The principles of mental transmutation, the power of visualization, and the use of incantations all find their roots in this period. Ideas from the East and West intermingled, creating a melting pot of spiritual practices and philosophies. This cross-pollination of ideas enriched the corpus of Western occultism and further expanded the scope of manifestation practices. The Renaissance became a crucible of esoteric knowledge, reviving interest in manifestation abilities. The teachings that emerged from this period continue to influence our understanding of manifestation and the power of the mind. Across the Mediterranean, the Hebrew mystical tradition of Kabbalah was flourishing. The word Kabbalah, which means to receive, is an ancient esoteric discipline rooted in Jewish tradition. It presents a framework to understand the nature of the universe and the human soul, and interestingly, it also has ties to the concept of manifestation. As we delve into the Kabbalistic teachings, we find an intricate system of divine energies known as Sephirot, represented in the Tree of Life. The Sephirot are channels of divine energy, each carrying a unique aspect of God's creative force. The Kabbalists believed that through understanding and accessing these channels, one could attain spiritual enlightenment and affect their personal reality. In the 16th century, Kabbalistic ideas began to find their way into the hearts and minds of Christian thinkers in Europe. Figures such as Johannes Reuchlin, a German humanist, and Giovanni Pico della Mirandola, an Italian Renaissance philosopher, found a profound resonance with these ancient teachings. They integrated Kabbalistic concepts into Christian theology, creating a bridge between these two spiritual traditions. One of the most intriguing aspects of Kabbalah's influence on manifestation lies in the use of divine names. Kabbalists believed in the power of the spoken word, particularly the divine names of God. Chanting these names was seen as a means to summon mystical forces. This practice is remarkably similar to modern manifestation techniques, where the power of intention, expressed through affirmations or visualizations, is used to attract one's desires. Kabbalah's teachings on the power of words and divine names have left an indelible mark on the concept of manifestation. It provided a spiritual lens through which to view the process of shaping reality with the mind. In doing so, it added a rich layer of mysticism and spiritual depth to the practice. These concepts found their way into Christian theology, adding another layer to our understanding of manifestation. Fast forward to 19th century America, where new thought movements led by figures like Ralph Waldo Emerson spread new philosophies about using intention, imagination, and alignment with higher consciousness to attract health, wealth, and happiness. By the early 20th century, New Age spiritualists expanded these concepts further, developing the notion of cosmic ordering and secret universal laws that enable manifestation through mental focus. Books like The Science of Getting Rich aim to teach techniques to manifest wealth and prosperity. Today, the concept of manifestation continues to grow in popularity, buoyed by mass media and books like The Secret, which introduced the law of attraction to the mainstream. After thousands of years, these ancient insights on human potential continue to resonate and evolve. They permeate various aspects of our lives, from psychology and personal development to spirituality and quantum physics. The core principles of manifestation persist around focused intention, imagination, and inner alignment to unlock the power of mind over matter. The key timeless insight is that consciousness shapes reality, and that mastering manifestation allows transcending perceived limits. These teachings have adapted over the years and become somewhat removed from their occultist or magical origins, permeating more readily into societies that otherwise may be deterred by such practices. Manifestation imbues a feeling of supernatural power in the practitioner when they experience success, and for some they believe that they are creators or co-creators of the world. Some go as far as believing they are gods. This is common now among some spiritual gurus whom encourage initiates to believe and act as such, a false ideology that takes them down a dangerous path, encouraging disbelief in God, and a definite road to disappointment when the practice fails to provide what the initiate feels entitled to receive. This is where the practice reverts back to its occultist roots. Write in the comments if you are practicing manifestation and share this video with someone you know.